Hello everybody, welcome back to JayTaySportsCards. This is Jacob here with another Mail Day monologue. Now today's Mail Day monologue is going to include a ton of cards because this includes, a lot of cards. And also includes a card show recap. So Justin and I, we were both here together a couple weeks ago, and we went to a card show in the Kansas City area. And I wanted to show y'all what I picked up. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'll get into the mail day part. So got a rated rookie of David Montgomery. He came on hot, really hot during the stretch last year for the Chicago Bears, and I'm looking forward to seeing him produce more, the Iowa State alumni. Rated rookie of Joe Mixon. So Joe Mixon was hurt a lot last year, but with a fully healthy Joe Burrow, let's see what that Cincinnati offense can do. So usually I talk a little bit more about each of the players if you watch these before. I got so many cards, so some of them I won't really share any more information about. I'll probably do that at a later video with some of the people that I PC. This is a card I would have loved to have pulled back in 2006. Big Vince Young fan. A Topps Chrome rookie card. National champion 2005. Heisman runner-up in 2005. He actually had a pretty good NFL record. I wouldn't say he played well, but his record was really good, and he also made the Pro Bowl twice. I think that gets overshadowed a lot, but cool card to have of my man Vince Young. All right, next card I have is an auto of Deuce Staley. Now, Deuce Staley in the twilight of his career won a Super Bowl with Pittsburgh in 2005. He was actually a third stringer at the time, and he actually won as a coach with the Eagles as well. But yeah, he's one of those really good running backs one of those really good receiving running backs under Andy Reid. So that's a cool card to have. Nice auto for the running back PC here. Next we got Amon Green. Drafted by the Seattle Seahawks, most notable for his time with the Green Bay Packers. Was a 4-time Pro Bowler, over 12,000 yards from scrimmage. But yeah, this guy was the main guy for Seattle as well. Nice to pick up a card of him. I kind of like the way this card's laid out in the back too. Some cool stuff here. A nice Terrell Davis rookie. I'm definitely going to be talking more about him in a later video, so I'm not going to say a whole lot about that now. I really like the photography. I really like this card. This is, what product this is from? Is this just Upper Deck SP? So you got the picture on the front, but then if you look on the back too, you get a different action photo. So him breaking tackles and stuff, super cool. But it gives him some in-season stats from his first year, right? Let's see, where is that? Yeah, so this little blurb here, it says he's leading the Broncos in rushing in the first half of the 1995 season, and this is a 1995 product. So this is printed during the season, and you'd be like, oh yep, I just watched him put up those yards, and that's touchdowns. So I think this is a cool looking card. I don't have a rookie Terrell Davis. I'll talk about more of him specifically in a later video, but I thought that was a cool pickup here. Same goes for Tomlinson. I'm a big Tomlinson fan. He was one of my favorite players growing up. And this is so nostalgic because Topps TX, I mean, this is kind of analogous to Contenders now, I would say. It's a little bit different, obviously. But I remember picking up Topps TX in a vintage stock. That was the only place I carried cards when I was a little kid. I remember picking packs of this product up, and specifically 2007 Topps TX. And to get a game used material of LT, one of my favorite players of all time, that's just very special. And I love the color scheme too, kind of the yellow and navy, that really goes with the uniform as well. Beautiful card, beautiful card. Throwing touchdowns too. Man, yeah, this is one of the Chargers' best seasons, and talks about Tomlinson being MVP the prior year. This is some awesome stuff right here. So LT, got a Ricky Williams rookie card. I'll probably be talking more about him at some point in the future. But playoff prestige before it was Panini prestige. I don't know what that SSD means. Rookie. The gold looks really cool, the uniform. You kind of got the hollow in the back, or not the hollow, but the, I don't know what to call it. And then you gotta get the training camp picture. So this is numbered out of 500. I really like this card. This card's very cool as well. So Stephen Marbury, Stadium Club rookie. I wasn't at the time for sure. There's not a basketball team in Kansas City, but in recent years, like the only NBA game I ever went to was a Timberwolves game. So I'm like, I would say Wolves are one of my two teams, that and the Thunder. Marbury was initially drafted by the Timberwolves. He ended up going to some other places as well. He ended up playing overseas in his 30s in China. He played a long time in China, which is kind of unusual for a multi-year All-Star. But yeah, so he initially played with Minnesota, and then he played with some other places as well. I like this picture on the back too. The basketball looks kind of goofy, in my opinion. But yeah, cool card. Really good player. Love the old logo here. So that's Marbury, rookie card. Got an auto of Kenny Anderson. All these cards came from one lot, which is kind of wild. But so I bought them all together in bulk, and this is a card that I think is super ugly. I wanted an auto of Anderson, but I think it's a really ugly card. So when I was coming back from the show, I'm kind of like, why did I get this card? I don't know. But yeah, Kenny Anderson played for a lot of teams, most notably New Jersey, in which he made his only All-Star game. He also played for Boston as well. But yeah, he was really good at dishing out the dimes. It's on cards, numbered 49, so not too bad, but wanted to pick up an auto of his. This, I saw it, I had to get it. It was only like $8 or something. Game Award patch, Tim Duncan. You know, he just got inducted in the Hall of Fame. So I don't think you can go wrong with that at all. So game used. I'm not like a Tim Duncan collector, but I appreciate his game. He's a Hall of Famer, and pick up a game used patch of his. Really cool stuff. All right, so probably the two, I don't know if I'd say the biggest. I would say maybe the biggest cards I picked up at the card show includes this on-card Sam Castle auto in, what does that say? Indelible ink. I've liked Impeccable from stuff that I've seen online and other people. I actually do not own any, or haven't owned any Impeccable cards until now. These babies are so nice. My gosh. Just the photography, kind of the paint strokes and the way that's kind of laid out. Super nice. So super nice card, on card. Love this. He was a two-time champion with the Rockets in the mid-90s. So with Hakeem Olajuwon and other folks, he was a big part of that team. For the last couple of years, he's been an assistant with a couple of different teams as well. But once again, he played with the Timberwolves. I think he made it to the All-Star game with the Timberwolves. And he had his best individual season with them as well. So he didn't play with them very long, but really great player. Also played for the Timberwolves as well, put in a couple good years there. So I'm glad to pick up a card of his. This kind of adds to, along with Anderson, to some of those great point guards or distributors of the last 30 or so years. So happy to pick up that. And then the last card that I picked up from the card show, Avery Johnson. This is just so nice. Picture from a specific date. I mean, just an iconic, just kind of clutch. And it gives you the score down here. I really like the way that's phrased. Victory signatures, A.B. Johnson, and he puts in Proverbs 3:5 there as well. This is a beautiful card. Beautiful. I absolutely love these Impeccable cards. But he was the head coach for a couple of different NBA teams, and he also coached Alabama recently. And he played a huge role with the Spurs in their 1999 championship, which I actually didn't look super closely. Yeah, so this is a moment from Game 5. I mean, just cards that tell you about specific moments of their careers. I don't see how these are more collectible, to be honest. But yeah, so he was kind of the point guard before Tony Parker got there, but he was kind of one of the big point guards for the Spurs in the late 90s there. So awesome card to pick up. So yeah, those are some of my big pickups here. I guess I'll throw some of these back here. Usually I try to go about 10 minutes with these, but we got some mail day stuff. So too many cards to keep under 10 minutes. I'll try to go quick these last couple. Most of these last ones that I've got are soccer ones as well. So we got a variety of different stuff here. I think I have one more football card as well. Alrighty. Oh, okay. This dude's not getting a good review. Good thing this wasn't an expensive card. Yeah, it looked like they used some tape that just didn't work very well. So Chris Warren was kind of the stud running back of the 90s for Seattle. So this is a authentic game-used ball. I don't think he has any game-used relics. But yeah, he was kind of the precursor before... well, Ahman Green was drafted after. He didn't stick. He went to Green Bay and had good years there. But precursor to Sean Alexander. So he was the current best running back in Seattle history. But it gives you the specific year or game that the ball was used, which is cool. Yeah, so Chris Warren, game used ball. That was kind of a just offhand pickup. Now these last two are going to be some MLS cards. I had a gift card or a Visa card or whatever. And it was like 20 bucks. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna, oh shit. I was gonna spend it on some cards. So I ended up picking up some cards and just seeing how much I could get with the amount of money that I had. Dang it. I won't. All right. Sorry, folks. I'm working on getting this open here. Okay. So we got autographs of Roger Espinoza, one of the greats of the last decade and a half for Sporting KC. Had a brief hiatus with Wigan Athletic in England and won the FA Cup with them. So, I mean, that's a huge tournament, and he won with them. So that's a great pickup there. Cheap autograph, Paulo Nagamura, who's longtime member of Sporting KC, is now the coach of their USL team as well. It's a great pickup. And then I don't have autographs of any of these people, so this is why I got these. And then Tim Melia auto as well. I kind of like the action photo. I don't really like the backs of these cards. I think they look kind of goofy. But awesome action photo. Tim Melia is, I mean, Sporting's had a lot of great goalkeepers, but Tim Melia is right up there with some of the best ones as well. Glad to pick that up as well. Right here. Our last little package. This totally went on way longer than I thought. So my apologies for that, guys. But got a lot of cards today. Got a big old mail day here. All right. So a couple more sporting cards here. But yeah, Tim Melia, he was kind of in like the league goalkeeper pool for a while, and he didn't really stick until he signed with Sporting, and Sporting was kind of in flux for trying to figure out their goalkeeper situation after Jimmy Nielsen retired. So they were kind of in flux for a year or two, and then they ended up finding Tim Melia, picking him up, and he's stuck, and he's made a great career here. So Jalen Lindsay, this is like, I think this is his first card, I think. Numbered to 99 parallel. So this is nice. He's one of the better players to come up through the Sporting Academy the last couple of years. He also scored his first goal recently. So that's a nice card as well. I don't think I have a Graham Zusi auto. I was looking through my collection, didn't find one. Graham Zusi, one of the greatest Sporting KC players of all time. Just great guy too. Great guy too. I really like these jerseys. These are one of my favorites too. Yeah, so I'll probably talk about it more in a later video, but Graham Zusi, yeah, one of the greats. And then Jerso, he played recently for Sporting KC, went to South Korea, but had a couple good years with Sporting here. And then Kyrie Shelton, drafted by NYCFC, went to Paderborn in Germany, and then came back with Sporting KC. He's been very serviceable last couple of years. So got an auto of him as well. All right, guys. That is a super long mail day. Thanks for watching, guys. Even if you watched just a little bit of it, I had a ton of cards, but I really like to talk a little bit about the people that I'm picking up. Not just the cards, but who they are, what they've done, and why I like them as well. So this is a huge mail day. Usually they won't be so big because usually I won't be going to a card show. Yeah, so thanks for watching this one. Hopefully I have another one sometime in the future. But until then, thanks for checking this out. If you liked what you saw, make sure to like the video, comment what you think. Let me know what you've been picking up lately. And if you liked it enough, please consider subscribing to the channel. All right, guys. Hope you all take care of yourselves. And I'll see you in the next video. Signing off from JayTaySportsCards.